Let me get the comfortable position. Yo, my guys and girls, if girls are watching. Hope you guys are good. Alhamdulillah. I like my jacket. Anyways. So, I was thinking, right? Have you ever think... What? Have you ever think... What? Like the mirror. Did you look at the mirror? Did you ever look at the mirror? Look in the mirror. Obviously, all of us did look in the mirror before. Then the mirror reflects back what you are doing. So, example, if you're frowning in the mirror, your reflection is gonna frown. If you are smiling in the mirror, your reflection is gonna smile. If you are posing or you're like flexing your muscle like I do, then in the mirror, your reflection is also gonna flex the muscle, right? Now, have you ever tried to wipe the mirror, clean the mirror, to see if you is gonna change? Wait, am I saying it right? Have you ever tried to clean the mirror, right? To see if your reflection is gonna change, yeah. So, example, if you frowning in the mirror, and then you wipe the mirror to see if you're not gonna frown anymore, obviously it's not gonna change. Your reflections are gonna be frowning. Same with you smiling, same with you flexing. Now it's exactly the same of how you live your life. Most of us trying to change the outer world when we should be changing the inner world. When you should be changing yourself. Because you can't wipe the mirror to change your reflection. The reflection is going to stay the same. It's exactly the same with your life. If you're going to try to change your life isn't going to change. Your life is just going to reflect back what you are thinking and what's going through your mind. So, if you want to change your life and change how you live your life, you have to change your mindset first. Because everything started with the mindset. Everything starts with the inner first. If you're going to radiate abundance in your mind and know that Allah is going to provide for you, it's going to reflect in your mirror, in your life. If you're going to radiate in a place of lack is going to show up in your life. So life is like a mirror. Whatever you think in the inner world is going to reflect out in the outer world. So, why do we always try to change the situation? We always try and change the outer world. We don't want to change the inner world. We think that changing the outer world is going to help us change the inner world. Because the formula for most people is have, do, be. Have the thing first, then become the person, and then do what that person is doing. For example, I have the money first, and then I'll be generous, and then I'll give money out. But that's the wrong formula we all been teach most of our lives. Because that's what the world teaches us, and that's what people teach us. But the law says, be, do, have, kun fayakun. Be and what it is, basically. So be the person who's generous before you have the money. When you get the money, you'll be more generous. And when you have the money, you give the money out. Because now you are generous already. So society reversed it. And that's why most people stay stuck in their lives. Most people aren't happy with the lives they're living. Because they're trying to change the situation when they're not changing the inner world. Because Allah do says in the Holy Quran, Allah will not change the condition of the people until they change what is in themselves. Here's Allah basically telling you, if you're not going to change the way your mindset is, if you're not going to change the thoughts that go through your mind on a daily basis, your situation is going to change. The baby's awake again. If you hear the baby crying, he's awake. Anyways, if you're not going to change the situation in your mind, you're not going to change the situation outside. Because your life is like a mirror. If you're going to try to clean the mirror, it's not gonna change the reflection. But if you're gonna change yourself, the mirror is gonna be forced to reflect what you are thinking and what you are doing. The Quran gives us a basic thing to do, bro. But most of us look at the verse and just goes over our head, because the way we read it, we believe it in another way, not in the way Allah told us to believe it in. So if you're not gonna change what you think on a daily basis, what you do on a daily basis, nothing's gonna change in your life. If you're not gonna be conscious of Allah, if you're not gonna, you have so much spit in my mouth, bro. If you're not gonna, the bird is beautiful, bro. What the heck? If you're not gonna be conscious of Allah, if you're not gonna think of Him constantly, if you're not gonna think of good things in your life, abundance, prosperity, love, basically the names of Allah, if you're not gonna live through it, you're not gonna see it in your life. Because how many times have you tried to change a situation, but then the situation just stays the same? Oh, let me make an example. Let me think of a good example quickly. Yeah. You have a job, but you're unhappy in your job. Now you think you finding a new job is gonna make you happier. Now you leave the job you have, and you find a new job, but it's the same situation. You're gonna be unhappy in that job too. The same with you being depressed. You think you're depressed because you're living in a city that you don't want to be in. You move to another city, new experiences, but you're still depressed. So is the situation really the problem, or is it your inner world? Because the more you try to change the situation, the more the situation keeps repeating itself. And I know that most of us have been trying to do that. Most of us are trying to change the situation. The situation does nothing. But when we think of our inner world, when we think, okay, if I change the way I react to the situation, the way I think of the situation will change. And then the situation changes the way you think of it. Because your outer world reflects your inner world. Allah will not change the condition of the people until the change was within themselves. Because your reactions to the situation will change everything about it. If someone makes you angry and you act on that anger without thinking about why am I angry or why am I acting like this, you're going to start to radiate more anger throughout your day and throughout your life. You're going to get more things in your life that's going to make you angry. If you're sad about the situation, for example, you lost money, now you're depressed, you're sad, yeah, I'm going to get money. Allah is going to make you more situations where you lose more money. Your life is a mirror. Whatever you reflect in that mirror is what's going to reflect in your life. So think of things abundance. Think of Allah, how loving. What, bro, is spit, bro, I need to spit out. Think how loving Allah is, how caring Allah is, how He's always there for you, how He always provides for you, how you don't need anything, you just need Him. Then everything's gonna reflect what you are thinking. So why not think of good things, of high vibrational states, than low vibrational states? By leaving the fear, by leaving the guilt, by leaving the anxiety, by leaving all of that, taking all that low vibrational states away, low vibrational emotions away, and think of high vibrational states. Think of high vibrational states. And you will see how your life changes in an instant. Obviously, your mind is going to fight it, because your mind just wants you to be, and your mind and your nafs just want you to be falling into their thoughts, falling into their beliefs. Obviously, once you overcome that fighting with your nafs and yourself and your mind, you will just see abundance in your life, always, everywhere. And you will see how Allah shows Himself to you. Because Allah also says in the Holy Quran, whoever trusts Allah, Allah is sufficient for them. So what's Allah telling you? Trust Him, have a mindset of Allah will sort everything out. I don't need to stress about anything. I just trust Allah and keep doing what I'm doing. And not try to change the situation. Because the situation is in Allah's hands, not in my hands. I can just change the way I react to the situation. I can't change the situation. Just like you can't change the outcome, you can change the way you react to the outcome and what you do before the outcome. Because that's how the outcome will become a good thing. That's how the outcome is going to be what you're thinking of. So, just change what your mindset is, bro. Whether you're a woman or a man, change your mindset, Habibi. Just change your mindset, Habibi. Once you do that, the mother will reflect abundance, prosperity, and love. Because that's what's the frequency you're giving out in your mind and the energy you're giving out. And yeah, I'm finna go make my oats now. But I was like, probably like 4 days. No, wait, 5 days. I cut off sugar. I'm trying to cut off sugar, bro. If you cut off sugar, your skin get clearer. And low-key, I've been seeing my skin get clearer. And I am getting more energy lately. Even coffee. I drink coffee with no sugar. It felt weird at first. It felt weird. It just felt bitter. But after 2 or 3 days, coffee actually tastes nice, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Now I just get a whole lot of energy when I drink coffee with no sugar. So yeah. Just think goodness and it's gonna reflect. Enjoy the day. Much love.